Hello, all you beautiful people out there in Glendale, Arizona. I'm really disappointed that I cannot be there with you. I'm in Los Angeles. We're doing a new infomercial with a couple of movie stars, and they didn't want to come to Phoenix. It was too hot for them, so I had to go there. So I'm really disappointed that I cannot be there with you. And Ann Owens, I wanted the opportunity to be there and meet her because I spoke to her on the phone and she asked me to come. I'm going to tell you a little something about hypnosis. Hypnosis is a Greek word. It means sleep, artificially induced. And I'm going to tell you who the first hypnotist was. I think the first hypnotist was God himself when he put Adam into a deep sleep and then he took his rib. So he's the first one to put him into a trance. But Sigmund Freud used hypnosis, and he thought it was very effective, and I'm going to tell you about that. But you know, hypnosis is a Greek word. It means sleep, artificially induced. You can be put into a trance with the flicker of a candlelight. And the world's greatest hypnotists, you won't believe who they are, but they're your mothers. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. They put you into a relaxed state and they tell you your boo-boo don't hurt or go to sleep. And mothers are wonderful. Without them, we wouldn't be here. But a lot of problems are caused by mothers that had some negative ideas. Sometimes they'll tell their children, you'll never amount to anything. You're just like your no good father. And they kind of plant some subconscious suggestions into our minds. Love your mothers all the more. You know, that's where I'm coming from. But understand yourself more. Now, how I got started with hypnosis, I was at a Sea Scout meeting in Worcester, Massachusetts years ago, and some young kid tried to hypnotize me. And he says, you're going to sleep and this and that. And I looked at him and I smiled. Then I started reading books on hypnosis. And then I went to Boston and I studied with a Dr. Rex Fellow North about hypnosis. And it got my curiosity. And then I started working with a licensed medical doctor by the name of Mario Moretti in Worcester, Massachusetts. And every Wednesday I went in and put people in trances and got them to lose weight, stop smoking. And I was really successful. And that's when I decided that that's what God wanted me to do. Now, I was in a tornado in 1952 in Worcester, Massachusetts, where 90 people died where I was standing. And I walked away from that. And I think God saved my life so I could do the work that I'm doing today. We use hypnosis as a tool. Now, when you sleep at night, you dream sometimes. Some people talk in their sleep, some people walk in their sleep, and you don't roll out of your bed at night. There's no railings on the side of your bed. How come you don't roll out of the bed? It's because you bumped your head, and you pumped it up a little bit when you got some lumps on it, and that's why mothers were concerned about the soft spot. But after 2 years, you learn not to roll out of the bed, and the mothers took the railings away, and that's why you don't roll out of the bed today. The subconscious mind was taught not to roll out. But we've been told by mothers and fathers and parents, clean the plate, eat the food, don't waste your food. We've been told this about probably 300,000 times on an average for 18 years we've been told to clean our plate. And that's why we have all the obesity that we have today. So what I do is I put people into a hypnotic, relaxed state. I call it meditation. Because some people, especially religious people, think that you're taking control of a person's mind. You're going to make them act like a chicken or a dog, or make them do something that they don't want to do. And I don't do that to people. In fact, you cannot hypnotize a person and make them do something that they don't want to do. But you can certainly hypnotize them and help program them to do something that they really want to do. And that's what I do. And it's a useful tool for surgery, for stopping smoking, for controlling sex problems, and all kinds of psychological fears of heights and fears of snakes. And I've worked with just about everything. I worked with dentists for gaggers and people that are afraid of the dentist. But it's a scientific tool. And it's not black magic. And stage hypnotists has made a lot of mockery out of it and scared a lot of people that putting people into trances. They use them in a lot of scary movies, make them into zombies and that, but it's not that way. Your mind has two compartments, the conscious compartment, the subconscious compartment, and everything you've been taught is in the back of your subconscious. So what I do is relax you by putting you into a relaxed state. It opens up the subconscious mind, and we can get in there and we can program you to make more money, to smile more, to be happier, to enjoy your life more, to eat the right foods, to change your lifestyles, improve your sex life. It's really a wonderful tool. And it's not a joke. It's nothing for someone to play with that doesn't know what they're doing. But if anyone would like to know more about it, you're always welcome to come to my office at 4440 East Indian School Road here in Phoenix and have a free sample session and try out a session. Maybe there's some areas you'd like to work on, improving your sex life. I had Matt Williams come to me, the famous Diamondbacks ball player, and he had 2 broken ankles. He was full of pain. He was healing. I got him to make the first team again. He hit a grand slam with the bases loaded. He had enough money that he earned that he retired. Said, I don't need it anymore. But it actually helped him in many ways. So folks, what I'm trying to tell you is this. This is a tool. It's nothing to play with unless you're trained, and I may even start a school and teach people that want to learn more about using hypnosis. Sigmund Freud started using hypnosis, and he says, wow, this is a wonderful tool. But then he developed cancer of the mouth from his teeth that were made from cow bone. So when he would talk to his patients, he'd have to hold up his bridge and he'd say, okay, tell me your problems. And then he could sit there and let the patient talk. And that's how we developed psychiatry as we know it today. The patient talks, the doctor listens. And that's why a lot of psychiatrists, psychologists commit suicide, because they become the patient, and the patient becomes the therapist, telling them all their problems, and it rubs off on the doctors. Well, they didn't have tape players in those days, and he had to abandon it because with cancer of the mouth and having to hold up his bridge when he talked, he could not fluently talk to people. So thank God for tape players, CDs and DVDs, because I can put my work on this equipment and on these CDs and cassettes, and people can take them and listen to them over and over again. You see, a hypnotic suggestion will only last like 3 hours to 3 days, but if you get enough of it, it'll lock in. Because we've been told to clean the plate, eat the food, hundreds of times, thousands of times, so you don't have to listen to a hypnotic suggestion thousands of times, but you have to listen to it enough times to wash out all of that negative programming that you received throughout your life. But listen, if you want to know more about hypnosis, you want to know more about my program, if you need any help with yourself, you're welcome to come into my office at 4440 East Indian School Road and have a free sample session. And I want to thank Ann Owens for inviting me. I'm really disappointed, like I said, that I can't be there with you, but if you have another time and I can make it, I gladly appear. So I want to say God bless each and every one of you, and I hope you're having a good time tonight, and I may have a representative or two there that you can ask questions, and maybe they can answer some of them. But all of the work is done by myself, and most of my helpers just kind of help me with the administration. So if you really want to get the help, you should come in and visit me here in the office. So Ann, I'm sorry I can't be there, and hello all you beautiful people at Glendale. God bless you all.